Ground gas close, that's complete.
And the vehicle is in startup.
This is the mission director. Go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Vehicle's pitching downrange.
T plus 25 seconds into flight under the thrust of over 5 million pounds. Falcon Heavy is headed to space. We're getting ready to throttle down for passing through the period of maximum dynamic pressure. We've heard call out of throttle bucket for side core. We're through max Q.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Everything continuing to look good on the Merlin 1D engines. We're throttling back up on the side boosters to full power. 1 minute 15 seconds into flight. Performance looks nominal. Currently, the next event coming up in about 2 minutes. We'll hear call out of chill-in of the MVAC-D engine. That allows liquid oxygen to the top of the turbo pump to get the second stage engine ready to chill for ignition in just a couple of minutes. We're 2 minutes into flight. We've begun to decrease thrust on the side boosters to minimize acceleration and loads on the Falcon Heavy structure. We've turned off one engine on each of the side boosters to decrease that load. Now our next major event coming up here in about 10 seconds, shutdown and separation of the side boosters. The view should be the side booster cameras on 2 sides and the center core in the middle.
Booster shutdown.
Booster separation confirmed.
Over the cheering in the background, it's going on midnight, but a lot of people here at SpaceX. Side boosters have separated. They're getting ready for their burn back to Cape Canaveral. You can see on the left and right views, the side boosters have ignited. The center core continues under full power. Everything looking good on the Falcon Heavy. Next event coming up in about 15 seconds will be shutdown of the center core, followed by stage separation and ignition of the second stage engine. Good views of the 2 side boosters under the thrust of 3 engines each, slowing down their velocity and coming back towards Cape Canaveral. We have shutdown on the center core.
Go. Stage separation confirmed.
We have successful separation and ignition. We're coming up on shutdown of the 2 side boosters.
Side booster shutdown.
And we've heard the call out side booster, boost back shutdown. The center core, you can see, is not doing a boost back. It's headed downrange to the drone ship. Here comes fairing
Booster,
separation.
downrange, cross ranger nominal. Fairing separation confirmed.
We have confirmation of the payload fairing separation. So far, 4 minutes, 17 seconds into flight. Second stage looking good, headed to low Earth orbit, carrying the 24 satellites. The side boosters have done their first boon, coming back to Cape Canaveral. The center core has separated and is beginning its long coast downrange to the drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. So at 4 minutes, 35 seconds and counting, everything looking good on Falcon Heavy.
Now those side boosters are making their way back. Their grid fins on all 3 boosters should be deployed, and those are help guiding them to their landing zones. As a reminder, today we will be attempting to recover all 3 of these first stages, and all 3 boosters are currently making their way home. In just a few minutes, the side boosters will execute an entry burn followed by a landing burn, and the center core will complete the same burns just a few minutes later. Both burns are used to slow the stage's speed down rapidly before landing.
At the time of separation, the side boosters were traveling slow enough to turn around and make their way back to land at our side-by-side landing pads. The center core is going too fast to efficiently return to the Cape, so we're using our autonomous drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, as we mentioned earlier. As a reminder, our drone ship is positioned twice as far offshore than normal, so we may not get visuals of landing tonight. Also coming up in a few minutes will be the call out for second engine cutoff. So coming up in about a minute here, we're going to look for that side booster reentry burn to begin. Shortly after that, that should end about 20 seconds later. You can see both of those boosters on the infrared camera on the left side of your screen. Again, about 30 seconds until we expect those side boosters entry burn to begin. So keep an eye on the left side of your screen. In about 10 seconds, we should see those side boosters reignite for their entry burn.
Side booster entry burn startup.
And we have confirmation that the entry burn has begun. And in about 15 seconds from now, we expect that to end. Oh, wow. Hear the crowd cheer behind me. And that entry burn has completed. Note that second engine cutoff and the center core will be landing almost at the same time. So we're going to have a few events in succession at about T plus 8 minutes and 21 seconds.
Both side booster FTS is safed. Stage 2 FTS is safe.
In terminal guidance.
In about 20 seconds, we're going to look for that side booster landing burn to begin on both boosters.
Side boosters transonic.
About 10 seconds away.
Side booster landing burn startup.
We've heard the call out for side booster landing burn startup, and there you see it on your screen. See it coming towards our 2 landing pads. See those landing legs deployed. Incredible.
Side boosters are successfully landed. Landing operated, moving to procedure.
Confirmed side booster landing. What an iconic view. We've also, at the same time, I believe we've had second engine cut off at the same time. As we mentioned earlier, the center core entry and landing is going to be risky. During entry, it'll face more heating and dynamic pressure than we've ever experienced on Falcon 9 or Heavy flight before. Why, you ask? Because we have to lift the second stage higher and faster than other Falcon Heavy flights in order to have enough performance in it to execute 4 burns to all the different orbits. So coming up at T plus 9 minutes and 39 seconds, we should see the center core entry burn ending.
Center core entry burn.
Oh, we have the confirmation. Looks like that was the confirmation for it to begin. So we're a little bit off the timeline.
Center core entry burn shut down.
And we had just heard the confirmation that center core entry burn has shut down. And now that the entry burn is complete, the center core is moving back about 20% faster than it was at the end of the Falcon Heavy 2 Arabsat entry burn.
First stage KPL is expected.
Now we're coming up, we're just about a minute away from that center core landing burn beginning, and as we've been mentioning, this will be the most difficult landing that we've had to date. This will be a 3-engine burn. That center engine will start up first, and then 2 outer engines will start up as well for that landing burn. Now we're just 30 seconds away from that center core landing. And it's no surprise that we do not have a live view of that center core as it's coming down, but it looks like we got a live view of the drone ship there. Of course, I Still Love You. If you're just now tuning in, we're just about 10 seconds away from that center core landing burn beginning.
Stage 1 landing burn has started.
And we have confirmation that the center core landing burn has begun. Could see that coming down on Of Course I Still Love You.
Center core landing are deployed.
Got a pretty good view. And as you can see on our screen, it looks like our center core did not make it on our drone ship Of Course I Still Love You tonight. Again, as we've been mentioning, this was the most challenging landing that we've had to date, and this is our secondary mission. So our primary mission, we just heard the call out for a good orbit of our second stage. So we are actually just moments away from our first deployment of the evening for Oculus ASR, which was developed by students at Michigan Technological University. We will be passing beyond the Bermuda ground station, so there is a chance that telemetry may cut out a few seconds before deployment, in which case we won't be able to see the satellite actually deploy on camera or get confirmation of a successful deployment until telemetry is restored. Now we're just about 30 seconds away from that deployment, so we'll listen into the nets for that confirmation.